the Hellfire Gala. Captain America stands outside, pondering what just happened. 1:10 a.m. After the fireworks, other guests are leaving. A shocked James McDonald Hudson complains to Henry Peter Gyrich that he can't believe they'd just do that. Gyrich suggests he should stop thinking about them as his friends.
These X-Men represent a rogue nation, one that has just shown how far they'll go to take humanity's place as Earth's dominant species.
Max stammers. Deeply disturbed, he doesn't know what to think. The power it takes, and they just at a fashion event. It's too big. Gyrich agrees, and smoothly adds he'd like him to meet some people. Has he ever heard of Orchis? Dr. Doom curtly asks Captain America about his thoughts. Cap replies he's still a little shell-shocked. He's sure Doom would call that weakness. Doom demurs that he has more respect for Captain America than he knows. After all,
are we both not the faces of our nations?
Cap chuckles, then explains that the first week when he came out of the ice, it was a dark time. He'd lost everything and everyone. And then Tony Stark came in. With this little handheld cinema, future technology, he showed him a newsreel. Right there, he saw a man walk on the moon. For all mankind. And in that moment, he felt hope again. And it hit him. Decades had passed since then. What had they reached by then? He asked Tony if they had reached Mars. Tony gave him a sad little smile. Then he changed the subject. And here they are, watching it all from the sidelines.
And are you afraid?
Doom asked.
What kind of question is that? Afraid of what, Doom? The future?
Cap wonders, because that's not who he is. Never has been. Despite everything he has been through, despite all the challenges to come, he believes in a better tomorrow. In a smaller voice, he adds that he just hoped they'd all look for it together. He thinks perhaps they will, Doom muses before he steps through the gate. There will come a time when the captain will need his help, and when that day arrives, he has Doom's word. He will not make a gala performance out of it. The peak in the diplomatic suite, Ambassador Frenzy, dressed to the nines, and Abigail Brand, dressed in a pirate outfit, informed several alien envoys of the Galactic Council that, using mutant technology, they have now fully terraformed Mars. They've already installed a sister station, the Keep, along with a working spaceport and diplomatic zone, which they are all more than welcome to visit. And they've begun the process of settling the planet with mutants of Arakko. They are a warrior culture. They'll like them. Any questions so far?
Just one.
The Chimelian envoy, Nimbus Sternhoof, announces. Why exactly should they care? He doesn't wish to be rude. The Rigelian Mentacle. That actually he does. But they are all wrestling with an economic crisis on a galactic scale. Mentacle continues. They are busy. Orbis Stellaris interjects that the planetary engineering method is more efficient than any they have seen. Work that might take a standard year performed in mere minutes. Humanity is obviously capable of far more than they had previously considered. Retho of the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda points out that Krakoa is only a nation. Compared to what Wakanda has achieved, this feels unimpressive. Smasher, speaking for the Shi'ar, warns that this is gonna piss people off. Nova agrees, and while he doesn't want to start a fight twice in one visit, he thinks he is one of them. Did they consult anyone about this? He asks Brand. He adds he is meant to be Earth's representative on the Galactic Council. Frenzy interrupts. He has made it clear he has other priorities. Where was he when No came to Earth? Off saving 7 billion other people, he mutters, and stopping some homicidal gods. Frenzy points out that his plate is full enough without worrying about them. Brand continues that they all make fair points. They are great civilizations. To them, Earth is something of a backwater, a world of factions. Terraforming their neighboring planet is exciting to humanity, not to them. She invites WizKid and Manifold. WizKid carries a stick of the Mysterium, and it's theirs. Brand adds, they'll each leave with 100 tons of Mysterium for their people. A little goes a long way. That much alone will foster a minor economic miracle for their worlds. She throws one to Peter Quill, speaking for Spartax. They also have Mysterium reserves in certain locations, which they are willing to donate to the Galactic Council, either to back the credit or use as the basis of a new currency. They could call it the Sol. What is this stuff? Peter wonders. Orbis Stellaris asks how much Mysterium can be produced at once. Brand replies that they don't intend to flood the universe with it. Condensing it is an effort, and they don't need much themselves. They have their own technology. Ritho of the Interstellar Empire of Wakanda announces that T'Challa will no doubt accept the gift in the spirit it was intended, but no more. Speak for himself, Smasher states on behalf of the Shi'ar. This stuff rocks. Ritho replies he speaks for Wakanda. They too have their own technology and do not need charity. Richard Ryder of the Nova Corps speaks up. Brand doesn't do charity. This is a bribe. The question is, what does it pay for? Brand smirks. She is glad he asked. Krakoa made a similar deal with Earth when this all started. They give them what they need, and what they ask in return is acknowledgement. They now have what the other members of the Council have, a single, unified government. Sol is finally a true member on the galactic stage. So, from this day forth, when they have business with Sol, it isn't with Earth. It's with the capital planet of the Sol system, planet Arakko. Any questions?
Just one.
Dr. Doom teleports in.
Why should I care?
Peter asks what he is doing here. Doom asks why he wasn't invited.
And as for you, Brand, I'm waiting for my answer.
He tells Brand,
You say Sol is now a true system, a political entity, like Rigel or Spartax or the Throne World. You claim Earth could never function as such, because it is divided. And then, you imply Mars is different. United, that it speaks with one voice. Doom would hear that voice.
They can make that happen, she replies. Interesting that this is the most important fact for him.
Of course it is,
He replies, as Manifold begins creating a doorway.
Who rules your new planet? Tell me his name. Who is the King of Mars? Who would speak for Sol?
Victor. You know my name.
A voice comes from the doorway. Storm appears surrounded by lightning as she announces,
I am Storm, Regent of Mars, and I am the voice for Sol.
Throne World 2, built from the ruins of Hala. Hulkling, Emperor of the Kree-Skrull Empire, contacts Captain Glory, the Kree's greatest super soldier, who has been serving out a life sentence on a penal colony, and who is now teleported to his side. Captain Glory reminds Hulkling he told him he would need him one day, but he's surprised that day came quite so soon. Hulkling wryly replies it's been one of those days, and asks if he has been briefed. As he has just been hauled out of his cell, Hulkling gives him the short version. They are under attack by mindless ones and they need every weapon they have, super soldiers included. He explains, mindless ones are magical entities, walking engines of total destruction, aimed and fired by the dread Dormammu, Lord of the Dark Dimension. They come, they see, they conquer, and right now, they have their laser eyes set on them. Captain Glory asks where the Prince Consort, Wiccan, is. On Skrullos, is the reply, since the mindless ones are hitting that world too. Captain Glory asks if he has notified their allies and Earth. Hulkling explains that the Guardians of the Galaxy are fighting the Source, and he has notified Alpha Flight. A soldier warns them that there is portal activity. Mindless ones are incoming, and in addition, they are now being attacked by their spaceship. Captain Glory asks if Alpha Flight has replied. Not yet, he is told. As he flies toward the giant mindless one, he suggests they call someone else. The terraformed planet Mars, now Arakko. Its new viceroy, Storm, has invited Dr. Doom to a dinner for two.
To your health. I'll admit, when you agreed to this meeting, I was not expecting to be provided with dinner.
He commends the breathtaking surroundings. Storm retorts they worked hard to create the view.
As for dinner, sometimes letting an opponent know you can play their games and by their rules creates the proper impression.
Storm tells Doom. She asks how the bouillabaisse is.
I refuse to open my mouth grill for any dish less than magnificent, Ororo. This is superlative.
He tells her.
Would it be rude of me to kidnap your chef?
An act of war, she warns him, but an understandable one. And less rude than turning your dinner guest into a chrome statue. Doom dimly recalls that unfortunate business with Arcade. How long ago? He sent a robot in his place, if he remembers. Clearly, the machine was suffering from some grotesque internal fault. To so cavalierly break the sacred bond of hospitality.
The true Doom would never disrespect a goddess,
he assures her as he raises his glass. She chides him not to flirt. It is unbecoming.
My apologies. I merely meant that it is refreshing to see you in a role that befits your capabilities. To see you as a true queen, as opposed to, well, a king's wife.
Does he really want to discuss their respective marriages? She shoots back with a slight smirk. So soon, he glares at Storm.
I tire of small talk. We should speak of more serious matters. Perhaps serious enough to end worlds. We should speak of Mysterium and what it has wrought.
On Throne World, Emperor Hulkling and his warriors have taken on the Mindless Ones. He asks if there is any word from Billy and is told by an accuser that Wiccan and the Knights of the Infinite are holding the line on Skrullos with minimal casualties. He asks for a status report from the Southern Front and is told that Mindless Ones keep trying to destroy their army. In the air, a Mindless One teleports in to attack Captain Glory. Another one teleports in behind the Kree, and they fire at Glory simultaneously, injuring him mortally and sacrificing themselves in the process. Captain Glory falls as he assures Hulkling it is the way he wants to go. More Mindless Ones rush in and destroy the translocator. Hulkling orders his soldiers to hold the line. On Arakko, Doom continues doom-splaining magic over dessert, stating the magic of this universe is powerful, but only so powerful. The forces beyond this universe are less limited. Which brings them to Mysterium, the mutant miracle metal. Did she know it resonates with magic? It may even be proof against it. Doom asks.
That's not information we've given away, Victor.
Storm tells Doom.
As if you had to. I am a doctor of the fivefold art. From childhood, I forged myself in the secret fire. I have my mother's eyes.
He scoffs.
Oh, and what exactly is it you think you see with them?
Storm inquires politely.
Many things.
Doom boasts.
Mysterium is not from our reality. Using mutant technology. A delicious example of naming as magic, as your technopaths surely agree. You condense it from primal Kerbins, cosmic particles that exist both outside our cosmos.
Doom tells Storm, eating his dessert. He then adds,
And at the heart of it, for they have always been the same place, the above place, the white, hot room, the mystery.
And is it a problem for him, she asks, that they were first? They have stolen fire from heaven to hold in their hands. He replies, how could he object? He has done the same himself, with one significant difference.
I wore gloves. Be careful. You are dabblers, and in this arena, at this scale, the unintended consequences of dabbling can be severe. The wrong symbol or metaphor can destroy you. You have turned the gold alchemist's sought into common coin, shackled the sublime to the material world, and thus you have altered the balance of things. Subtly, it's true, but enough to create a moment of opportunity for one who knows how to seize it. Something is coming, Aurora.
He warns her.
Perhaps it is already here.
That moment, Storm is telepathically contacted by Commander Brand via Mentalo. She informs Storm that the Kree-Skrull Alliance is under attack by mindless ones, and they are not alone. Star-Lord reported an attack on Spartax, and they are getting some weird traffic from the Shi'ar. Saul hasn't been hit yet, but they shouldn't wait until it is. She is taking a team to Hala to assess the threat and report back, but if this spirals, Storm may want to address the Great Ring. Doom asks Storm if she is now learning what Doom already knows.
You clearly need the knowledge, so I offer it gladly. Noblesse oblige. And after I have taught you, once Doom have saved you from yourselves, we will discuss how Arakko repays its debts.
Well, Victor, since we're discussing metaphors,
she announces, and throws a lightning bolt on the table between them.
playing by your opponent's rule can create a good impression.
She states,
Refusing to play their games at all creates a better one. Dinner is over. Brandy and cigars will not be served.
She looks down on him from the air, and while she thanks him for his generous offer teaching them how to crawl, it comes late. They are already flying.
Do we have more to learn? Of course, for we have always been a school. But why would we need you to teach us, Victor? With all that is on your hands, all that can be laid at your door, why would we need you?
He turns around and struggles to keep calm.
So be it. A shame our dinner should end so abruptly. But I, at least, acted with decorum. Doom has no regrets. I only hope when tomorrow comes, you can say the same.
On Throne World, Hulkling, surrounded by the bodies of his soldiers, he apologizes for letting them down. He mumbles that Grandmother was right about his friends, enemies, Alpha Flight. He should have listened. Brand and her people appear and she agrees. She warned him at his wedding party. Alpha Flight doesn't work. That's why she built something better. Let's go, she orders her team. Manifold orders Hulkling to stand. He can open a portal beneath him, get him right into Medbay. Hulkling refuses. There are still people fighting. Pybok gently suggests he may have to, if he can't shapeshift due to injuries. Brand adds they have healers at the peak who can fix that damage in minutes. Then he will be back in the fight, with a hand-picked sword team at his back. Her gift to him. She wants to break some of the ice between Krakoa and the Alliance. Right, the Wanda thing, he recalls. Calling her pretender. He hates that. Billy does too. Weird though. They tried contacting her with magic, but it was as if she wasn't there. He guesses Dormammu was blocking them. That was probably it. Brand agrees, lying through her teeth. Frenzy shouts a warning. They have company! As they get attacked, Brand orders for Hulkling to be evacuated first. They will follow, and she wants no arguments from Korra. Hulkling groans. He still can't believe the Avengers didn't come. They called Alpha Flight, and nothing. While teleporting him, Manifold suggests next time calling the Avengers directly. Henry is in charge of Alpha. He probably wrote them off as an acceptable loss. Brand agrees, as she fires her big guns at the attackers. In a crisis, people show you who they truly are.